Hey everybody, this is Larry. This is day 26 of the October Leetcode Daily Challenge. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord. Let me know what you think about today's farm, Champagne Tower. So we stack glasses in a pyramid where first row has 1 glass, 2 glass, so 4, 250 milliliter. How full, so it's percentage wise anyway. Okay, we have to make sure that we have to keep track of 250. And this is the number. What's poured? Poured is in milliliter, I guess. I have to double check this, but we just pour 1 cup worth. Okay, so we don't even have to care about this. Okay, that's just a bit of weird. Okay, so given that query glass and query row is less than 100, I think we could just simulate it, and we can. And I think about it kind of like dynamic programming, and the way that you kind of look at this distribution is that this is going to be very similar to what's it called, Pascal's triangle. So the construction is, I mean, you could look at the distribution. It's going to look at like Pascal's triangle, and the coding is going to be like Pascal's triangle because of the same reason, because the recurrence is about the same. So I'm thinking I'm going to start by doing I don't know, filled maybe is equal to, I just say rows is equal to query row. I think it's fine. Maybe it's off by 1. Maybe I have to double check. Columns is also just rows. Maybe we don't need all the columns, but I'm gonna do it just so that so I don't make silly mistakes, and then we could optimize that later if we really need to. Okay, and then I think so. It will be kind of, it'll be a simulation of sorts. So we'll first by pouring all the cups in in the first cup. So this way you then poured is 10 to the 9, so there could be overflow, but at most it's going to be 1, so we just have to make sure about that, and we have to make sure that we process it. But and then we could simulate pouring forward. So for row in range of rows, car in range of columns. If filled, I guess filled is always going to have something maybe. So so we push this forward if it has at least if it has more than 1 cup. So okay, so if filled of row columns or car is greater than or equal to 1.0, then filled row is equal to 1.0. But before that, we have to take the overfill, say, is equal to filled row. So I would say that I don't. Whenever I write code, especially on stream, I don't really try to like make myself look smart or anything. Otherwise, I would make everything is going to be live. But also the thing is that I try to write code in a way that is how I articulate, or how my thought process is like. So I don't, you could probably squeeze what I'm writing in this if statement of one really cool looking Python line if you like, and it'll make you look smart. But I try to do it this way so that, like, I don't know, it's easier to debug, it's easier to think about, so that when you make a logical error, you're like, oh, this is what I was thinking 2 minutes ago, which sometimes you just forget. But before, so overfill is that, and then we fill row plus 1 cop is equal to overfill divided by 2. And also to the right, so plus 1 call plus, we might have some we might have off by 1, so I'm going to allocate an extra thing here just in case, and maybe even off by 2 because we're lazy, so that we could do this check again on the last row so that we don't have to do it. But let's just take a quick look to see what our answer is. Yeah, Also maybe just print out field. Okay, I mean that I guess that's pretty 211. And 3317. I mean it's just checking our bound errors potentially. So this looks okay except for this one. Starting to run out of champagne glasses. Dun dun dun. Huh, so we do have a wrong answer. Dun dun dun. And the question is, are we off by 1 or are we just... Well, we definitely off by 1 because we definitely need to process the last row so that with its overfilled, then we could do it, but it shouldn't affect our answer per se. But that's cutie. Took out into the top glass of the tower. What's the 0.5 means? Maybe I misunderstood what. Oh no, that's right. Oh, so I am off by 1 somehow because oh no, the top. Okay, so the top glass is 0, 0. I just wasn't sure where the query row is. Okay, 0 indexed or 1 indexed. That is peculiar. I can't imagine it. Yeah, unless I just didn't put in the right number. That's weird. Because basically this goes forward, this should have, for example, this looks pretty okay. No, this should definitely have, because it looks like that this should be at most, for debugging, each row should have at most row number of things. So what I mean is that like on the 5th row, it should at most be 5 champagne. So that means there should always be something left over. So I'm, no, I don't quite know what happened here. So, okay. Could print it out at least more explicitly, I suppose. It seems right? Okay. Yeah, half of it goes to left. Half of that goes to right. Oh, whoops. I see. This should be plus equal to, so that otherwise it was just setting it to full. Okay. Ooh, what a silly typo, perhaps. But yeah, and then now because we do the extra column, we have to do this. That's fine. That's why the field wasn't pulling it. But I thought okay, because I thought that I would have an extra. Like I thought that I would have to fix this, but I didn't. So something was a little bit sketch. Okay, so that looks way more comfortable because we add the overfill instead of setting it by accident. Whoops. And I'm confident, so let's give it a submit, and it's accepted. That's cool. So what is the complexity? You can also note that actually we could squeeze this tighter because the number of columns we just set it to rows because I didn't have to worry about like whether champagne was coming back. But when you look at this, it doesn't seem like it was coming back anyway in terms of contribution. So yeah, but that's like a micro optimization. But the space and time will be query row times query glass, so n times m or something like that if you like. Yeah. really cute problem. Let me know what you think about this problem. It's just simulation, or you could maybe call it dynamic programming. I don't know. It doesn't really matter. But let me know what you think. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, join me on Discord, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye bye.